Hey, it's Larkin Rose. Just wanted to send out a quick thank you to all the brave men and women at the TSA who are out there keeping us safe. And don't listen to all those naysayers and all their complaints and stuff. In fact, I don't think we're going far enough. Those full body scanners, pretty good, but they're expensive. They take maintenance. Forget that. I say if you want to ride on an airplane, you should have to strip down naked and walk through a gauntlet of official TSA oglers. And after all, if it keeps us safe, why shouldn't we? And even that, not really enough, because if someone actually was willing to kill themselves to blow up a plane, then they'd probably also be willing to put up with a temporary C4 enema, if you know what I mean. So after the naked gauntlet, I say we have a full body cavity search. Or people can opt out and just get a full body x-ray if they prefer. Because after all, if it keeps us safe, why wouldn't we? And you know, even if someone isn't bringing weapons or a bomb onto a plane, you still got to be careful, because what if they're planning something devious that doesn't require a gun or a bomb? So after the naked gauntlet and the cavity search, I say we have a waterboarding station. Now, for those who want to opt out, we can just do bamboo under the fingernails. But we have a waterboarding station where we interrogate them to make sure they didn't have any plans to do anything nasty, and make sure they don't have any of those attitudes like they distrust government or something. Because after all, it's not good enough to just know what they have in their luggage. We have to know what's in their minds. For those incapable of grasping sarcasm, I was kidding. The sad thing is, this is where we're headed, because Americans don't know how to think. They keep falling for every tyrant trick the control freaks in Washington do. Every single one. Now, if the tyrants had come up with some new clever way to deceive you and you had fallen for it, I might have a little more sympathy. But this is the exact same trick tyrants have been using forever. Protecting you has always been the excuses tyrants use to gain power. The regimes of Stalin and Lenin and Mao and Hitler and the rest of them, do you think they grabbed their power by saying, well, we just like to control you, so we're just going to boss you around? No, they always did it in the name of protecting the people and the country from those nasty criminals and terrorists out there who would do them harm. That's always been the excuse. It's the same thing tyrants have been doing forever. James Madison, father of the Constitution, said, if tyranny ever comes to this land, it will be in the guise of fighting a foreign enemy. Why did he say that? Because he knew that protecting people is always the excuse for tyranny. Benjamin Franklin, those who would choose security over freedom deserve neither. Why did he say that? Because he knew that tyranny is always done in the name of protecting people. Those were just a couple hundred years ago. Let's go back a couple thousand years to Plato, who said, from this root and no other the tyrant springs. When he first appears, he is a protector. Why did he say that? Because Plato, 2,000 years ago, knew that protecting the people is always the claimed justification for tyranny and oppression. Always. William Pitt, necessity is the excuse for every infringement of human freedom. And now people, well, we have to do this. There are terrorists out there. Yeah, I don't mind going through this, being groped and electronically strip searched, if it makes us safer. Do you have any idea why the Fourth Amendment was written? Any idea at all? Because the founders knew that once you accept the precedent, that it's okay to treat everybody like a criminal, to stop people, detain people, search people, interrogate people, just in case, because we're not sure what they're up to. As soon as you accept that precedent, you're on the express route to totalitarianism. They knew it, so they wrote the Fourth Amendment. But Americans are out there, hooray, yay, we need this, hooray for the TSA, keeping us safe. You know, if we're going to accept that precedent, why not take it one tiny step further? If it's okay to search people, interrogate people, and strip search them before we let them on a plane, because, oh my gosh, one of them might have a bomb, Well, what if your neighbor is building a bomb in his basement? Oh my gosh, we better have random paramilitary raids of private residences across the country just in case, because if it saves one life, wouldn't it be worth it? No, it wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it to live in a slave state under the guise of protecting us from some mysterious unknown threat that's 99% made up. There's a reason for the principle of don't ever let them treat you like a criminal when they have no reason to suspect you in the first place. But Americans don't care. They're out there cheering. Hooray, search me. I'm willing to go through it, like it makes you brave. And for those of you who have wives and daughters, it doesn't make you brave to put them through this. It makes you a spineless coward. Holy smokes. And to top it all off, when somebody like my friend Jim Babb, one of the founders of WeWon'tFly.com, when he goes to an airport and tells people, you should be treated with more dignity than this. This is ridiculous. You should refuse to fly until they stop treating you like livestock. Some collectivist state-worshipping moron like Whoopi Goldberg has to come out and say, that's a form of terrorism. Yeah, so randomly electronically strip searching everyone who wants to get on a plane, that's just fine because it's for our protection. But going out there and telling people you shouldn't be treated like this, that's terrorism in the eyes of these state-worshipping morons. The people in power, they're not doing any of this for your safety. This was never about protecting you. The control freaks in Washington are doing this for the same reason every tyrannical regime does it. They are training you to think and act like livestock, so you will be meek, passive, and obedient, easy to control and easy to dominate. That's what tyrants have always done. Incidentally, if you'd rather not be falling for the same old tyrant tricks that have been used to enslave people for millennia, if you want to make sure you are not accidentally condoning your own subjugation, get your hands on a copy of How to Be a Successful Tyrant, which is available at Amazon.com.